Yes, we can,
So,
Africa.
guys, I am thinking aloud right now. I'm thinking aloud. And what am I thinking about? You see, I've made an observation. The Western countries make a lot of noise and a lot of um, maybe publicity in our countries. When I say our country, I'm talking about Africa. That there are a lot of gaps in terms of skilled workers or labor. But trust me, the citizens do not like this. The citizens do not like the fact that foreigners, especially Africans, and not only Africans, but especially Africans, troop into their countries. Look, it's about to rain, but I'll make it snappy. Troop into their countries or troop into the West to find or to compete with them in finding jobs. But so I asked the question, on what basis do their leaders come to Africa to make the noise that they need skilled workers and our governments also give in, and this kind of I wouldn't say propaganda, because I just want to find out what is the basis for the governments coming to Africa to make such proclamations, and what is the basis for the citizens not liking this and making every effort to object. Now, there is a great gap when it comes to information. The government of the West or the institutions that deals with figures, they have figures, they have the data, and they have been able to make projections, and they see clearly that very soon they will be having a crisis in terms of workforce. But I am astonished as to why the citizens are not privy to such informations, because the gaps are such that we coming do not prevent them from getting jobs. In fact, I speak to you, when you look at the data, there are so many opportunities in the West, so many. But trust me, the citizens do not like you to be here. This tells us that we should, as a matter of urgency, push our governments to be putting our structures right. Because I call these things trappings of the West. When you want to find a job in the West, it's so easy, especially if you are legally documented. Finding work in the West is not difficult. If you are a student, you can find a job to do, to put something in your pocket. Except when you are an illegal migrant, then finding work is going to be difficult for you. But if you are properly documented, there's no way you will not find work to do. Whatever qualification you have, whatever your status is in terms of skills, you are going to get the job that is commensurate to whatever you have. When you come to the part of our world, our part of the world, the structures are not so much formalized. Even if you are able to find a job and it's a private work, sometimes you find yourself being exploited by your own African and what have you. Here in the West, things are formalized, the laws are in place. When you are being ripped off, you know where to have redress. Nobody is going to take bribe from any policeman or any law enforcer to deprive you of what you should get. And what have you. These are the trappings of the West. When you find yourself in it and it makes you feel so comfortable, then if care is not taken, you might not make any effort to fix what is in your home or what you have. Because trust you me, a time is coming. These people are going to revolt. There's going to be a revolt against foreigners, and everybody will have to go back to where they are coming from. This is the time for us to push for our governments to fix our systems so that we can find comfort in what we have, other than always gleaning on others for what can never be ours. This is something that we should all be thinking about. Africa has all that it takes to advance, to develop. Yet, what is making us lag behind is about leadership, it's about education, it's about making the laws work, our legal system. Because if somebody lives in the West and just by the tap of a button, things will work in his favor, and you in your country keeps up to now keep on writing application letters and be sending them physically, you know, whilst in the West, I don't remember writing any letter on a on and printing it for any reason or any document. You don't have to print anything. It's just a matter of sitting behind your computer, formulating whatever words you want to formulate, and then sending it. They will also reply. There are some companies in our countries that when you even email them, you will never get response. We have a long way to go, but it's not far from fetch. We can do it. Yes, we can.